XPeng was #1 on the last satisfaction survey made by uScale. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look to the survey that was recently published by uScale that usually does these surveys every single year. And this survey is meant to measure the satisfaction of EV owners and EV users with their brands. And this is used then to provide to the brands some inside information on what should be improved, what should be the focus for new developments, etc. So I got across a couple of sites because I belong to several communities of XPeng owners that were celebrating the fact that XPeng was leading this 2025 survey. I was not aware of this survey, so I did search a bit on this to understand if this is something new or if this is something that it's being used a couple of during these last years. And yes, I did found that, for instance, Vision Mobility was talking about the uScale survey that was made, I think this was in 2023. So it was already being used, this survey, to show how the EV owners were thinking about their cars, their brands, and what were the best brands around. And I also saw this article made by Shop for Tesla celebrating the fact that in 2024, so last year, Tesla was on the top place, leading then this survey, so they were considering this as a very good survey at that moment. And then I did find a couple of information and articles on 2025. So here on CarZoom, also here in Autoblog, there was also a reference to this survey showing here one of the examples around this survey, and that shows that XPeng was the top one on the recommendations scale. And then we have here on EV Mag also saying that XPeng, Porsche, and Polestar, they are leading now the EV driver satisfaction, and they do talk about this. So XPeng dethrones Tesla and leads the rankings. Porsche and Polestar complete the podium. So of course this is a very nice information here. And again here also in electric car news, some more information. This is the P7. I will do a react video for this new P7 because I do believe that it's so beautiful, this car. So guys, as you see, there are a lot of sites talking about these articles and this survey, and I will now show you guys the survey that I got from uScale webpage, and we will analyze these together to see if we find here some information, not only this top one place, but some information related to the survey that could be helpful to us. So here we are on the EV satisfaction survey 2025. And let's go just very quickly here. So I don't want to make a very big video out of this, but we need to celebrate. We as XPeng owners, we need to celebrate this because I think it's a good answer from owners to the brand itself. So let's see here. So management summary. As you can see, there was a decline on the perception on the net promoter score. So this basically is the scores that are calculating based on these questions. So in summary, how likely it is it that you would recommend your brand to a friend or colleague? So as you can see, there was a nice positive feedback score in 2022. There was a decline for 2023, and then it's starting growing again, and 2025 reached 33. That it's the highest number since this study was published. So as you can see, it was increased by 9 points. So this is a good positive feedback from EV owners towards the market of EVs. Then we have here of course the most important graph. that shows that XPeng users were all promoters. So there were a couple of questions. So how likely is it that you would recommend your brand to a friend or colleague? And then the person who would answer would choose an answer between 0 to 10, while 0 to 6 was considered a detractor. 7 to 8 is like neutral response, and then 9 and 10 would be a promoter. And as you can see, 81% of the answers in XPeng were promoters. So 81% of the persons that do own an XPeng did answer 9 or 10 in this question. The remaining ones would answer 7 and 8. So there was not one single person that is a owner of an XPeng car that answered below 7. Okay, because if so, we would have their detractor also on the graph. So this is very good, and this is very positive, especially for XPeng, but also for the owners, because it seems that the owner base, so the people that are buying XPeng cars, do like the car and do recommend the car to other persons. And as you can see, just for a quick view, so we have Porsche, Polestar, as we said before, in the top 3. Then we have BMW, Tesla, that went from level 1, so first place, to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, still 65% are promoters, but now they have 15% detractors. Okay, so there are 15% of the users of Tesla cars are now saying that they would not recommend the car to other person. And then finally, let's look at the bottom of the table. We have Peugeot, MG and Opel with very negative feedback. So 56% and 58% are detractors. This is very bad for the brands, because guys, it's a person that spent money on the car is replying that they would not recommend that car to a friend or colleague or family. And this is not a good answer. But as it is said here, overall Chinese brands show high performance spread with XPeng, Polestar and NIO in top ranks, while Smart and MG disappoint. Okay. So let's go just check a couple of information that I do believe it's interesting to know, and that's why I'm also doing this video. One thing that it's coming out from this is also the perception of the owners towards the market itself. So what they expect from the market, what they are expecting from the brands. And this is very curious here. So as you can see, range follows expectations. So expectations are rising, 79% rate, a real summer range of 400 kilometers as very good. So basically the question is, what is the actual real summer range of your brand? And then it says that real summer range of 400 kilometers, the expected range of 400 kilometers, you see that currently people are saying that 18%, it's very good. So it is decreasing. So the perception of 400 kilometers as a good range is not increasing. So this means that people are expecting more. But you see that good, it's coming from 58, 59 to 61. So people are saying already that it is good to have 400 kilometers. Not very good, but it is good. But as you can see, acceptable is also increasing. So if you consider that in 2023, people were looking at a range of 400 kilometers as very good. If I had 400 kilometers would be amazing. Currently is not considered that. It's good. Okay, it's normal to have that, and it's even acceptable, but it's not very good. So as you can see, what is the actual real summer range of your brand? So less than 400 kilometers and 400 kilometers or more is increasing during the years. And this is due to the fact that more brands and more cars and more models are coming out with better battery sizes and of course better ranges. So as you can see, today 50% of respondents state that they drive an EV with a real summer range of more than 400 kilometers. So cars are getting better and people are getting more comfortable with that. Then here on the second one, DC charging capacity outperforms expectation. So while last year 71% of EV drivers rated a charging capacity of 150 kilowatts as very good, now it is only 65. Why? Again, it's the same thing. Currently, we do have a charging network that is increasing in terms of numbers, availability, and also charging rates. And this means that if in last year, when you looked at a charging station with 150 kilowatts of power rate, you would say, amazing, very good. Now you are expecting to check on charging rates of 200, 250, 400, and we are already talking about things crazy like hell for charging rates. So reality is keeping pace. As charging capacity requirements increase, so the actual values of EV. So 74%, 75% of all respondents say that their EV has a maximum charging capacity of 150 or more. So again, cars are getting better. People are getting used to faster charging speeds. So as you can see here, so 2023, 45% of 150 or more, and now it's 75%. So almost all users of EVs are now having more than 150 kilowatts or more of charging rates possible with their cars. Let's see if we have here more data. And I do believe that with this slide here, we can also take some notes. That is what is expected. So in summary, what areas do you believe brands should prioritize for improvement? So, and these are the answers. So topics with particular need for action. So this is very good for the brands. It's in terms of charging and range. So people do say and focus more on charging capacity and then consumption and range. So it seems that consumption is not the big topic. Then we have here on E-specific functions, it's the indicators and UX, route planning, and charging management. I do believe that here also XPeng did provided some negative answers here, or not negative, but because here is what needs to be improved. Because route planning, it was one of the things that was mentioned that XPeng needs to improve. But as you can see, charging management is not a topic and indicators also. So on E-specific functions, the topic is route planning. Okay, but then it says on connectivity and software. So it says connect app and software quality. And here, most of these answers are coming from the Stellantis group that were the last brands here, that they say in fact that they need to improve on the quality of the software, etc. We will go to one of those just to check those one of those articles just to check that. And then on quality, noise and sounds and vehicle build quality, it seems that this is very low. So I do believe that most of the cars today are already presenting a very good comfort level, a very good build quality. Today, most of the cars already present a build quality above average. So it's normal that most users do not point to this topic as a focus point. Guys, here we can just check just a summary of what happened. So as you can see here, XPeng performs significantly better than average in almost all categories. Customers are particularly impressed by its charging performance, range, and fuel consumption. XPeng's only major weakness is route planning, as I said before. So I think this is clear for every XPeng user, so there is no question about that. Then we have Porsche, Polestar. Let's check here for BMW, for instance, scores highly with these convincing operating concepts, connectivity, and software. Current models are viewed critically with regards to range and charging performance. Then let's see here, for instance, Tesla, the former market leader, is falling behind due to its charging speed, which can no longer keep up with the competition. Added to this is the decline in its brand image due to CEO Elon Musk's politically questionable involvement. Let's see here BID. So users attest to its impressive connectivity, software and route planning. Similar to NIO, they see significant room for improvement in charging speed. Okay. Then let's see here on the last part. So the CIS's brand, Peugeot and Opel from Stellantis are also suffering massively from problems with connectivity and software, and MG shows clear weaknesses in software and connectivity. So basically, it seems that again, most of these brands, the old-fashioned brands, let's call it like that, they are stopped in time. So they didn't evolve in the connectivity with the world, with the software, new apps. So they are not bringing the technology as, for instance, the Chinese brands are bringing to the cars. And I believe that they need to start doing that. So that they can then play the game together with all the others. So guys, this is it. This was the idea of these videos, just to show you that XPeng is #1 on customer satisfaction survey. It's important to say that this survey was conducted in Deutsche speaking countries, and it was an interview during the initial months. I think it's from March to June of this year, and they conducted online surveys to owners, 5,000 owners, something like that. So I would not say that this survey is the top quality survey that represents the full world, because it doesn't. Are only countries in Europe and only Deutsch-speaking countries that were interviewed. But it is something that was used before in 2023 to 2024 as a source for articles for some brands to brag about the quality of their cars. So I need to say that in 2025, we are the winners. We XPeng owners are the winners. We do like our cars. It's clearly stated here that the owners of XPeng cars are enjoying their cars, are not complaining. But guys, let's be clear. There is no car, a perfect car. We do have problems. We do have bugs. We do have software that needs to be improved. But we are okay, and mostly we are getting answers, and we are getting information from XPeng that they are listening to us and they are improving the software and the quality of the cars. And this is represented in this type of surveys. So guys, thank you very much. Leave your comment about this if you knew already about this survey, about these articles, and what do you think about that? If do you think this is relevant to the markets or not, or it's just giving a positive message to the brands? But leave your comments on the video. And that's it, guys. Leave your like also if you like this type of content. Subscribe, share with the content with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys very much.